My name is Celine Bastidas, and I am going to be making my presentation Understanding Social Justice and Advocacy in Behavioral Health. Social justice focuses on creating a society where individuals have equitable access to opportunities, resources, and rights. It seeks to address barriers and prevent people from fully participating in society. According to Hayes and Erford 2023, counselors are called to recognize social inequalities and advocate for change at both individual and systemic levels. Social justice is not simply about treating everyone the same. It involves understanding that different groups face different challenges and may require additional support to achieve equitable outcomes. Understanding oppression. Oppression occurs when social systems consistently disadvantage certain groups while benefiting others. These systems may limit access to education, healthcare, employment, or political participation. Hayes and Erfurt 2023 explains that oppression often operates through institutional practices and cultural norms that reinforce inequality. For example, communities experiencing persistent poverty may also have fewer mental health resources, creating additional barriers to well being. Understanding discrimination. Discrimination occurs when individuals are treated unfairly because of characteristics such as race, gender, disability, religion, or sexual orientation. Discrimination can occur in schools, workplaces, healthcare settings, and everyday interactions. Hayes and Erford 2023 note that discriminatory experiences can negatively affect mental health and contribute to increased stress, anxiety, and depression. Behavioral health professionals work to identify and address these barriers while creating supportive and inclusive environments for clients. Understanding privilege. Privilege refers to benefits that individuals may receive because of their membership in certain social groups. Having privilege does not mean someone has not worked hard or experienced challenges. Rather, it means they may not face certain barriers that others encounter. Understanding privilege helps individuals recognize how social systems can create advantages for some groups while creating obstacles for others. Hayes and Erdford 2023 emphasized that awareness of privilege is an important component of multicultural competence and social advocacy. Internalized oppression occurs when individuals begin to believe negative messages or stereotypes about their own group. Rather than viewing inequality as a problem within society, they may blame themselves or others within their group for challenges they experience. Tappan 2006 argues that internalized oppression should be understood as sociocultural process influenced by societal messages and power structures rather than simply an individual psychological issue. For example, a student who repeatedly hears negative stereotypes about their cultural group may begin to doubt their abilities or future potential. Understanding internalized oppression helps counselors support clients in developing resilience and challenging harmful beliefs. Many people want to believe that society is fair. However, research shows that individuals sometimes justify existing inequalities even when evidence suggests that certain groups face disadvantages. Sichel 2021 explains that people may engage in system justification, a process in which social conditions are perceived as fair even when inequalities exist. Social justice encourages individuals to critically examine these assumptions and consider how social structures impact different populations. This awareness helps counselors advocate for more equitable systems and services. Why social justice matters in behavioral health. Hayes and Edford emphasize that culturally competent counselors must understand how social and systemic factors influence mental health. Issues such as poverty, discrimination, and unequal access to healthcare can contribute to mental health concerns and affect treatment outcomes. Psychologists and psychiatrists contribute to social justice efforts in different but complementary ways. Psychologists provide assessments, therapy, and research that helps identify mental health disparities among populations. Their research often informs policy change and community interventions designed to improve equity. Psychiatrists diagnose mental health conditions and prescribe medications when appropriate. They frequently work with individuals who face barriers to treatment due to financial limitations, stigma, or lack of healthcare access. By advocating for expanded mental health services and insurance coverage, psychiatrists help increase access to care. Both professions support social justice by ensuring that vulnerable populations receive appropriate care by addressing disparities in mental health care. Their expertise contributes to developing programs that serve diverse communities and promote equitable outcomes. Social workers are often at the forefront of social justice advocacy. They help clients access housing, healthcare, education, employment opportunities, and community resources. Social workers also advocate for policy change that address systemic barriers affecting vulnerable populations. Case managers work closely with clients to coordinate services and ensure their needs are met. They help individuals navigate complex systems such as healthcare, social services, and educational programs. This support is especially important for clients experiencing poverty, homelessness, or chronic mental health conditions. Together, social workers and case managers play critical roles in promoting equity and reducing barriers. Their work helps individuals access essential resources while addressing larger social issues that contribute to mental health challenges. The multicultural and social justice counseling competencies encourage behavioral health professionals to move beyond individual counseling and engage in advocacy efforts that address systemic barriers affecting clients and communities. The documentary of The Prince of Fairness 2016 highlights how individuals experience unequal opportunities despite the common belief that everyone starts from the same place. The film demonstrates how economic and social conditions can influence educational achievement, employment, opportunities, and overall life outcomes. These examples help viewers understand why social justice advocates works to address structural barriers rather than focusing solely on individual responsibility. Behavioral health agencies often engage in advocacy efforts designed to reduce mental health disparities and improve access to care. These innovation initiatives may include school-based counseling services, outreach programs in underserved communities, and campaigns that reduce stigma surrounding mental health treatment. Such efforts align with the social justice responsibilities described by Hayes and Edford 2023. Social justice is not limited to professionals or policymakers. High school students can make meaningful contributions within their schools and communities. One important step to learn is learning about experiences different from their own and listening respectfully to others. Students can also challenge stereotypes, speak up against bullying, and support classmates who may feel excluded, creating an inclusive environment that helps everyone feel safe and valued. Another way students can contribute is by participating in community service projects, awareness campaigns, or student organizations focused on inclusion and equity. Even small actions can have a positive impact. The goal of social justice is not to divide people, but to create opportunities for understanding fairness and respect. By demonstrating empathy and advocating for others, students can help build stronger and healthier communities. Understanding fairness and recognizing social inequalities can help students become more empathetic leaders within their schools and communities. Research suggests that perceptions of fairness influence how people respond to social issues and inequalities. And these are my references.